Hi guys, and welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. I'm Dawn and I'm here to ramble about books again, and it's Wednesday once more, and I am remembering to film these early so I can put them up on time. And this week's Top 5 Wednesday is the top 5 books you read in one sitting, or close to one sitting anyway. And so yeah, I'll just go ahead and get started. But first, as always, Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will link her channel and also the Goodreads group down below so that you can join in on the fun if you want. And so here are my top 5 books that I read in one sitting or fairly close to that. The first one that I'm going to mention is The Map of Time by Felix J. Palma. And I read this the first time on Kindle because I didn't think it had a paperback edition, or I didn't think it was published in English in a hard copy edition. And then I happened to find the paperback, and when I got the paperback, I tore through the paperback in one sitting. So it was a reread, but I tend to read slower on Kindles. I don't know why. I really hate reading online and reading on the Kindle, but when I did get the physical copy, I tore through this. I absolutely love this series. It's the Trilogy of Victoriana. I've talked about it multiple times. And the third and final book, unfortunately, in the series is finally being published in English at the end of this month. It's been out in Spanish for well over a year, I think. And I'm extremely jealous of all you fluent Spanish readers who have been able to read The Map of Chaos this whole time, and I haven't. But in any case, The Map of Time. Then book number 4, Why Be Happy When You Could Be Normal by Jeanette Winterson. This is her autobiography. And if you've read Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, you will recognize things from that book in here, because that book had a lot about her life built into it. But this is true nonfiction memoir, and it's brilliant. I absolutely love Jeanette Winterson. I haven't read all of her stuff. I kind of want to read everything she's written, but she has a lot more published than either Flannery O'Connor or Shirley Jackson, so I don't know if I'll get through that this year, but I would really love to. And anyway, brilliant book. Okay, book number 3 is going to be Prince Lestat. And I feel like I'm mentioning almost the same things in all of my Top 5 Wednesday videos, but I'm kind of obsessed with certain things, and yeah. So this is a big chunky, well, it's like 500 pages, but I tore through this in one day. I, got up to go to the bathroom and fix something to eat, and that's about it, because I love Lestat, and I love the Vampire Chronicles, and I had been waiting and waiting and waiting. Once I heard that she was doing this, I was just so excited, because I was also terrified, because as a lot of people who are huge fans of the Vampire Chronicles know, the 2 books that we thought were the end of the Vampire Chronicles previously, and turned out not to be, now are not that great. And this may be only my opinion, but I don't think it is. I've seen several other people online talking about it. It's not that they're bad books. I don't think Anne Rice could write a bad book, but they're just definitely not the ending the Vampire Chronicles deserved. And they went completely sideways there at the end, and I don't really know why. But this one I really enjoyed. It, of course, is not as good as the beginning of the Vampire Chronicles, but no series is ever going to live up to its beginning when you first fall in love with it. But it's still a really, really good book, and I did devour this in one sitting, or one day. So, obviously it wasn't bad. And, okay, wait. 2, 3. I can't count. So the next book I don't have a copy of, and that's Fat Angie by E.E. Charlton Trujillo. And I tried not to put any young adult on here simply because I tend to go through young adult faster than other books. But that one I completely devoured in one of those binge, I don't think I got up at all period when I read that book. I absolutely loved it, and it was so good. And one quick sitting, not even a day, it was like an afternoon. I did not move from my seat, barely shifted, and finished that book because I was sucked in, and I absolutely loved it. And that happened with this one as well. This is the last one I'm going to mention. That is Unbound by Jim C. Hines. This is the third book in the Magic X Libra series. This is actually an ARC that I won off of Goodreads, and you guys have no idea how excited I was to win this, because this is one of my favorite series of all time. And it's just, yeah. If you haven't read the Magic X Libra series, the first book is Libriomancer. Do yourself the favor and go get them. It's about books, it's fantasy, an amazing world, incredibly interesting magic, and I love them so much. Not to mention the fact that Jim C. Hines is just an amazingly nice guy. I follow him on Facebook, and he's just really cool. So, yeah. Anyway, those are the top 5 books that I read in one sitting, or pretty darn close to it. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful week, and I will see you again on Sunday with another video. Bye!